Lee Beatty. Hey, happy Easter and welcome everybody that's going to be attending or watching this video, either live or on the review or whichever the case. My name is Lee Beatty, and this is going to be my last, what I'm going to call freebie, like intensive marketing video I'm going to give for those of you who are wanting the help. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, I've been marketing online for over 8 years. I've got multiple products, got thousands of students. I've got, you know, you name it. I've been a part of it. I've had my fair share of success, and I've had my fair share of letdowns. And a lot of the reason why I want to do this right now is because I just got off with I'm not gonna say a coaching student of mine, but somebody that he was really upset, and he was just like, Lee, man, I need some help. Can you help me out? So you know what I did? I wrote down this few pressing questions here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you guys a free, my last freebie. This is it. This is the last one I'm going to do where you guys are going to have to opt in. I'm not going to, you're not going to do anything for it. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you today is going to help you out a lot. And if you guys see down here, I use the Hangout from Google Plus, and I used their header. I didn't do anything custom with this. I literally just got off, started opening some browsers as I was talking to him, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a video. You can use it, whatever you want to do, but after this one, no more freebies, because the last marketing video I did for musicians, I still get people complaining, which I don't care what you think. It's out there to help you guys. And this is what this information is going to be. I don't care if I make any friends. It's for those of you who are looking to have success online and you want a good introduction to successful marketing strategies. Okay, and this is my review. This is an impromptu. Again, I just wrote down all these. I'm going to read all these to you here in a second. Okay, I wrote a couple key points that I felt that a lot of what I've gotten a lot of questions about along the way, but most importantly, this is kind of why this is, today, obviously being Easter, I flew today. I flew a lot today. I was pretty tired, but it's one of these things. I'm here to serve you. I want you to know that I'm doing this out of the, with the best intentions, but I have to give you a proper earnings disclaimer right now so that you know. And there's no promise or representation that you're going to make any amount of money with this information that I'm providing you. I'm not saying that anything that I do is going to help you at all. I can tell you what works for me. Okay, what I use in my business right now, what I use to have success, and what I use when I have clients that need some of this information. So a lot of you who may ask what my earnings are, whichever the case. If you notice, I'd never give you earnings because it's just, there's no point in it. I'm trying to give you free information. What you do with this information is up to you. Okay, I can't force you to take action. I can't get you to have the same results that I do because you're not the same person as me. You're not the same. You don't have the same marketing skills. You don't have the same mindset. Maybe you do. Maybe you're more advanced than me, and I'm sure a lot of you probably are. But what I'm going to share for you today is going to help you. It's a good intro to successful marketing strategies, and that's something you need to understand. That I'm not going to cover this nuts to bolts because this would be about a 15 to 20-hour lecture, and none of us have the time for that. Okay, this is going to be an intro, so it's going to cover a lot of the basics, and it's going to be based off of this foundation right here that I just wrote down from these notes. So let me share a story before I get into this. Today, while I'm flying, there was a guy who was this guru, as he was making it sound as one of those, you know how they are. They get on their phones, they talk really loud, and they sound really important. Okay, and I'm standing by this guy, and I'm sitting there just minding my own business, and he's telling this guy. This just it was complete crap. And it was about YouTube marketing, about video marketing. And if you guys, any of you know me, know I've proven time in and time out and time in and time out. If I want to rank for something, I'm going to rank. Okay. Like for instance, with this right here, while I'm actually checking this, I'm going to see if it's actually doing it. Introduction to successful marketing strategies. And I have review. As we speak right now, 10 minutes into this, I'm #1. So this is working. This is exactly what I'm intending it to do, and I've just proved it. You can look at it right now. You can look at it afterwards. It doesn't matter. It's ranking, okay? The reason why this is ranking, this is your first tip, okay? So for all of you that are actually doing this, you need to get out a pen and paper. You need to start writing this stuff down, because I'm never doing this again. This is for a friend of mine. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna benefit all you guys that are subscribers on my channel, because moving forward, you guys are gonna see how monetization and optimizing and all this other stuff that I'm talking about, you guys are gonna see it verbatim. Because if you notice, I don't post a lot on this channel. But so that's a little bit of me, a little bit of there. So where do we go from here? Let's move forward. Okay, so the first question I got was, Lee, how do I earn more revenue for my views, or how can I make more money? Okay, this is kind of a catch-22. With that being said, I'm going to read all the questions, and I'm going to try and attack them all at one time, because it's going to answer a lot of these questions all at once, and I'm going to give you a lot of these little pearls, what I call the informational pearls that you can use in your business right now. And for those of you who are not you know, for certain that this all works, I made another video that I'm actually going to link in this after I'm done with this. I'm going to put that link to that other marketing video. It's for musicians. And I went through about an hour and 20 minutes of pretty extensive training. Probably want to start about the 10, 11 minute mark because, you know, doing the intros and all that stuff. Okay. So there you go. So how do I make more money for my views? That's the first one. Second one is, how do I get more views? Okay. The third one is, how do I get people coming back to my channel? Which is a good one. So if you look at my channel right now, there's only one clickable link. That's a little secret I'm going to share with you guys. So you guys make sure you're paying attention till the very end. I'm going to cover a lot of different stuff too. What do I do if I'm just starting out? That's a question I actually get a lot. You know, Lee, I don't have a budget. You know, I don't know what to do. I'm just passionate. I want to get this music out here. You know, that's a lot of, believe it or not, it's musicians. When I talk to other folks, other individuals about their business, you know, things I'm going to talk to you about in here does not necessarily encompass all this other stuff. You know, a mobile app, doing press releases, doing, you know, there's a whole bunch of other things. I'm not gonna bog you down with that today. Okay. And then what resources do you recommend to get my music heard? Okay. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to, again, impromptu. I wrote down the questions. I said, you know what, I'm going to do a freaking live video. And like I said, I've been flying all day on Easter. I'm tired, and hopefully I can deliver to you, because I'm here to serve you. Okay, so my last one. So I highly recommend that everybody, if you like the information, share it with somebody. Share it with somebody that you know can help, that it can help. If you like it, then hey, cool, like it. If you something that you didn't feel was right or whatever in there, leave a comment below. One thing I'm going to say though, any of you people that are going to come across with this negative stuff, and you're going to start saying, oh man, you didn't cover this, you didn't cover that. I tell you what, the reason why I'm giving you this disclaimer right now is because a lot of you people are ungrateful, and you're not action takers, and you think you know something and you actually don't. Okay, and a lot of you can't even produce results. Okay, I'm produce results on a regular basis, and this is, like I said, this is why I'm doing this as a favor. All right, so how do I earn more revenue for my views? Okay, so in a previous training that I provided, is I gave a lot of additional resources on how you get more views. Okay, if you're a musician, write this down, guys. Okay, I would go the SoundCloud route, and I would go Reverb Nation route. Okay, so what happens is you can include your videos in there into Reverb Nation or SoundCloud, and you can get plays. Okay, and you're going to get more organic plays. Okay, so if it's a play on that last video that I did for everybody. That's about 18 months ago. It's the last time I did something like this. But what you can do to earn more revenue is, one, become a YouTube channel partner. Okay, partner up with YouTube. Okay, and what you do is, you know, obviously you make good ethical music. Okay, and you promote it in the specific ways that you're going to. Again, I can't cover everything here, because if I gave you everything, every nut and bolt, folks, quite honestly, you're not paying me, you know, $5,000 for this information, and this would be about roughly what it would take for me to cover everything. So just take it for what it's worth. If some of you have interest, you know, have an interest in learning more, you'll see in the future videos. I'm going to give you an opt-in. I'm going to give you other stuff so that you can actually work with me more closely. How do you earn? See, that's the golden key here, folks. Everybody wants to earn more money from their views, but the thing is, a lot of people don't have the amount of views yet. Okay, when I say by views, you haven't even gone viral yet. Okay, a lot of people haven't even gone viral. They got a couple hundred views, and they're like, hey man, where's all these people? Where's this money? Where's all this? Okay, so first and foremost, let me answer the question. Stop tap dancing around. How do I earn more revenue for my viewers? Okay, one, hopefully you're monetizing it with something. Okay, so if you're a musician, hopefully you're sending them to, like, say, your your Amazon store, your iTunes link, wherever you have your music uploaded to, what you want to get paid for, hopefully you have the link in your description. Okay, so that's one easy way that you can add revenue right there. And then what you can do inside of this, what you're seeing right now, this is a live hangout, but in there, okay, what you can do is you can do the iCards and you can do annotations, and you can actually direct them to your specific music. Okay, so that's probably the easiest way that I can direct that. If you're like, say, a business owner and you wanna earn more revenue from it, then in your description below, hopefully you're giving them the opportunity to opt into your mailing list. If you've noticed anything I've done over the last few years, I don't give you guys at all the opportunity. I don't give you anything to even try and buy because I just want to help. Okay, but moving forward, you're going to see, I'm going to show you. You're going to see in the next coming videos, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, and you can follow that same template if you so desire. How to get more views? Okay, this is a good question. Being that YouTube is a primary source for most people. Actually, if most people don't realize this, YouTube is the #2 overall rated search engine in the world behind Google. Okay, which obviously Google owns YouTube. With that all being said, is if you want to get more views, then use your channels. What I mean by that, okay, you have Google Plus communities, you have Facebook, you have Pinterest, you have all these other communities, okay, social media communities. If I'm you, which I'm not, but if I am you, I'm using Google Plus. I'm going to look for communities that are like-minded. And don't worry if you don't understand this. I'm actually going to take it off looking at me, and I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff. I'm going to kind of go through there. Basically, what you can do, there's a couple different things. Now, write this down. It's time for you to write this down. One, if you have any type of a website, okay, what you can do is you can take your actual video like you're seeing right now. You can actually take this and you can embed it into a website. So what happens is anytime somebody sees it, it's going to increase your views naturally on your website, something you own. Maybe you don't have a web property that you do own. Well, one thing you can do, you can use Blogger, you can use WordPress, you can use a lot of these other little avenues to embed your videos. Okay, that's, again, how do you get more views? Remember these questions. How do you get more views? That's one of the ways you can do it. And that other video, like I said, after I've done with this, I'm going to put that link to that video. It's going to cover some of the other ways I shared about 18 months ago that are still very, very relevant. Okay, how do I get people coming back over and over and over to my channel? For those of you that watch my channel, you guys know I do not post these videos very often, and quite honestly, I don't even attempt to build this channel, and it's just building itself because you give quality content. So that's really, for me, that #3 question is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to give you an over-deliver information. Right now, it might not seem like a lot, but once I do the share screen, I start showing you everything that I'm going to show you, because I've already got everything kind of posted and ready. But in order to get them to keep coming back, you got to give them quality content. So like me, I'm trying to over deliver now. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to give you free content. If you're somebody that's a business owner, like let's just say you're a plumber, okay, give a baseline tip on, hey, how can you fix this leak? Or if you're a mechanic, hey, that light's going off. Hey, this is something you can do. Something that's a valuable tip that can be really brief, but then you can direct them to your business, okay? You can direct them to your lead magnet, okay? And a lot of you don't see my lead magnet because I never try and monetize this. I've just done nothing but try and provide value, okay? So when you get people to come back, what you got to do is you got to, get your videos out there. And by getting your videos out there, embedded on a web property that you have, maybe share your video. You get all these little share links right below all this. There's these little micro links. And you can share them on the various properties, Pinterest, Blogger, Facebook, you name it, okay, folks? But if you're doing it on YouTube, I highly recommend you keep it in Google Plus. They have communities, which is just like Facebook, but what you can do is you can share it in there with various YouTube base channel subscribers and people that are going to get your videos out there, and they're going to start thumbing it up. They're going to say, hey, this is great, and they're just going to organically start catching. It's going to organically get that reach. So if you want to know how people keep coming back, you kind of sprinkle out your video, just kind of sprinkle it out all across the internet, but using your social properties. Okay, use your social properties. Okay, and that's highly, I can't express this enough, guys. All right, now here's something I want you guys to write down right now. Write this tip down. when you're doing internal searches on YouTube, okay, if you find other stuff that you like, make a comment. Write this down. Write a comment that goes with the actual video that you're watching, and then say, hey, check out my video. What do you think? Okay, so you're not spamming people, but you're leaving a good comment, but then you're leaving a link right to your video. Okay, that's something I've done. I don't do it every single time. Do you want to do it? Hey, proceed at your own risk, because you don't want to be known as a spammer. But if you want to do it internally to YouTube, make a comment, leave a link to your video. If you're doing it inside Google+, go inside these communities, drop a link in there, let people start finding your video. If you're on Facebook, make sure that what you're doing is you're going into either your page, or you're going into a community, or you're going into a group, boom, and you're asking people to do it, okay? That's a general overview. I just kind of glossed over that, okay? But what you want to do is you want to use these social media properties to help you gain more viewers, okay? So that's one way you can get people to keep coming back. And again, please keep in mind, as I'm telling you this, I'm going to give you an actual link that if you want to work more closely with me on this, you can. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to recommend that you actually pick up a course that's, I think it's like 27 bucks right now, 17 bucks, I don't know. His name's Troy James. It's called the Wealthy Tuber 2.0. Look on my channel. I promoted it. I use his exact strategies for my YouTube marketing, and I crush it. Look at the title of this video right now. It's Introduction to Successful Marketing Strategies Review. Look who's number one. This guy right here. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. And you can too if you apply what I'm telling you. Here's the big question. This is probably the biggest reason why I want to do this. What do I do if I'm just starting out? And that's a great question. Okay, so if you're a musician, if you're a business owner, if you're somebody who's just starting out and you're getting inundated with all this information, first off, take a step back. All right, identify what it is that you want to put out there with regard to your message. Okay, in my case, because I'm a marketer, I'm a consultant, I'm an instructor. Okay, I have thousands of students, folks. Okay, this is not me making it up. You can look on my Udemy account. I have over 7,000 students, and I haven't put out a course in over 10 months. Okay, I haven't actively been doing this stuff because I've been working with people behind the scenes. So, so if you're just starting out, what I'd recommend is go every free option you can. All right, so write this down right now. The first place I would check that you want to see what kind of what web properties are out there that can help you. It's called Knowem. It's KNOWEM.com. What that's going to do is you're going to put in your specific name, your brand, whichever the case, and it's going to scour. It's going to give you in one resource. It's going to tell you everything that's out there and what's available on these social media platforms, these other platforms. And what that's going to allow you to do is you can kind of sign up. You can go through and you can sign up for all these platforms, and you can put your information, your videos, or whichever on all these different platforms. So Knowem, KNOWEM.com. Just keep that in mind. That's a great resource. So that's when you're first starting out. Second is if you have the money to afford a website, to afford a business, and maybe you don't, okay, I recommend going with all free resources first. That's why I say know them first. You go through, you can lock up the Facebook pages, the Pinterest pages, the blogger pages, the Twitter links, you name it. So it's Knowem, KNOWEM.com. It's a great resource for you to go there, check out, put your keyword in there or your brand, and you can see what you can brand it across. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys. So all you guys who stick around a little bit longer for this, I'm actually do a screen share. I've already got a whole bunch of other websites in a browser right behind this, and I'm going to show you that. And it really goes with the what resources do you recommend to get your music heard. And this is, I get a lot of musicians hitting me up, guys. I can't even tell you how many musicians that I have talked to. I seem to think that they make one hit, they think they're going to be Jay-Z. They think that they sing one good verse, they're going to have numbers like Justin Bieber. Sorry, guys, it just don't work that way. Okay, you got to diversify and sprinkle out your stuff, just like I told you before. Have it out there and be consistent. Constantly be giving feedback. Constantly giving something your subscribers, and constantly be giving these folks something to chew on that represents you. In my case, because you guys know me on ShareBeat, you guys know it. ShareBeat, I do all sorts of internet marketing stuff. I do consulting. I do local stuff. I do SEO. I do video marketing. That's what you guys all know me for. If you're just starting out, define the niche that you're in. If you're a video marketer, if you're an SEO, or if you're a mobile media buyer, if you're a mobile app provider, if you're a publisher, you know, you name it. I've provided a couple pearls in here for you. But if you're just starting out, go the free route. Go to knowem.com, check everything out, maybe sign up for everything. If you don't have the time to do it, then go on fiverr.com. I'm going to show you all this here in a second. Go on fiverr.com, type in Knowem, hire somebody to do all that for you. You know, spend $5. You can get somebody else to do all the hard work for you, and you can work on getting your music or your brand out there or your message out there. Okay, for me, in my case right now, because I already have an established channel, I have about 40 or 50 other channels. I don't even know. I mean, but this one, you guys know me for ShareBeat. Some of these other channels, I'm not gonna say which ones you know me for, but this is my smallest channel I have, and this was just dedicated to this kind of stuff. All right, so here we go. Enough of that talking. Let me go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a screen. You guys got to excuse me. I've been up since like 2:30 this morning, and I'm freaking exhausted. So if I start stumbling over my words, please understand. I'm just doing this just to pass on the info. If it's not perfect, it's impromptu. I just got off. So there you go. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's see if. Yep, there you go. So you can see everything, guys. So you guys see my Google Plus channel, and so let's just go from here. So you guys know anytime I start doing it, I start giving you guys a bubbles map, okay? So with bubbles, this is my introduction. Oops. To successful marketing strategies review, okay? That's what you're learning right now, okay? But let me go ahead and first and foremost, I'm going to tell you the most invaluable tool I think. I've already mentioned to you guys Facebook, Pinterest, Google Plus, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. So Instagram. All right, guys, and then Snapchat. These are a couple that everybody kind of knows. And here, let me go ahead and move this aside. So this is a way that you can actually begin. All these are free, but you know, the good part for all you guys that are actually watching this right now, I'm going to introduce you guys to a couple free. Actually, what I'm going to do, rather than introducing you to everything right now, I'm going to put a lot of the free resources, because there's going to be two different free courses you can pick up right now on the Udemy platform. One is mine. Another one is the Affluence Networks. It's about hashtag marketing. And it's a phenomenal course, because I already have a course on the back end, something similar, and I haven't published it yet, but this is an informative course, and it's from the folks that made the Wealthy Tuber. So so you go from there. But the resource I'm going to show you guys is LinkedIn. Okay, if you go on LinkedIn, let's just say you're a music artist. All right, so I just typed that in. You see all these people that are music artists and all these different things, right? Okay, this is just music artists, folks. There's 20,000 music artists on LinkedIn. Why am I recommending LinkedIn? Well, folks, anytime any of you, whatever your skill set, whatever you're doing, whatever it is that you are providing to the general public, there is somebody in here. So let's just say if you're an accountant. All right. I have no. All right, guys. I have no idea why that kicked me out. But say you're an accountant, right? You see this, folks? There's 145,000 people who are accountants. So whatever it is that you're doing, and if you're just starting out, look on LinkedIn, folks, because LinkedIn is the largest professional social network in the world. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you're a music artist, you might want to start talking to promoters, music promoter. All right, music promoter. See, look at that. There's 3,000 people that you can be in there. Let's just say that you're a local business owner. Let's just say that you're a plumber in Atlanta, Georgia. 66 years old. So if you're a plumber, these are people that you can relate to. You can start, boom, you can start, really interacting with these folks and start networking in a way. So this is another, like I said, you can use all these social platforms, but don't show this again. Sorry, guys. The big thing is you want to use is LinkedIn. I did this one by itself because LinkedIn in itself is just an amazing way for you to branch out. Most people always trying to use Facebook, always trying to use Pinterest, Google Plus, Twitter, all that stuff. And I told you that prior to that. But LinkedIn, if you, especially for those of you who are just starting out and you have something that is of value and you wanting to get the word out, get on LinkedIn, start getting in here. There's groups. There's, I mean, you name it, folks. And the thing is, for all of you that are on here, I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you, you can pick it up right now for free. Okay. So you can see it's for free in here. Okay. See, I've got over 59 reviews on this thing. It's absolutely free. And this course right here, just these people love this course. And I get a lot of people hitting me on inside of this for free. So just go to Udemy. Go to mine, go pick it up for free, and you can learn a little bit more how to use LinkedIn. So that's a free gift for you, something you weren't expecting. If you go to, since we're here, hashtag marketing. See this right here? This is the one I'm talking about. Again, it's free. Look at that. It's got 284 ratings. There's over 13,000 reviewed. These are 2 courses right now that you can use. Again, the Affluence Network put this out there, and it's free, guys. You don't get it. And see, this course is at no cost. Is a celebration of our first product on the Udemy for a limited time, and will be increased to $97 soon. So if you're watching this, go pick this up. It's hashtag traffic generation / hashtag marketing. Okay, so there's that one, and then there's my course. Okay, I can't stress this enough. These are 2 free courses, you guys. What is LinkedIn? How to use LinkedIn? Go on there, snag them up. I just recently reduced all my prices just to give everybody, an opportunity to pick everything up for free, because I'm getting, or not free, for a discounted rate, and then I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to start revamping a lot of these as well. All right, so you know a little bit about LinkedIn. So let's just say, like a lot of you, I just now jumped to a site called Similar Sites. Okay, why did I go on Similar Sites? Some of you, I'm going to use the musician for instance here. It's like they use SoundCloud, put their music out there. But you know what's great about Similar Sites is that Similar Sites, they have other sites that they're going to recommend you to. Mixcloud, Bandcamp, Beatport, a lot of these, Reverb Nation. You guys know with me, like I told you, if you're going to be doing anything with your music, it should be SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. And I showed you outlets where you can get some help with the views and the song, everything. Just watch that previous video. Okay, so I use similar sites to find other sites to kind of dig and drill deep, a little deeper to do that. Okay. All right, so let's go back to bubbles. So you guys know this is kind of you don't really need to use a similar site, but the next thing I'm going to ask a lot of you, because if you look right here, and I want to show you guys my YouTube channel. In here, when you actually put your YouTube channel together, guys, you need to have a good image. You need to have a nice profile. You guys can see, guys, this was from 5 years ago. I look exactly the same still, actually, but just no chinny right now. But you notice over here, I have all my web properties here. See that? This is what you can do. So when you put your YouTube channel in there, make sure that you go in and you put in all of your particular links so that you can, again, sprinkle your video and kind of put it out there as needed. Okay. And again, with that being said, I'm not going to go through a full training on this because I've already discounted all my courses. Like, see this right here, folks? 17 bucks. And everything I'm going to teach you a little bit about today, I go in depth about in this course. And this one right here is what I absolutely use. 17 bucks, or you can go with the Wealthy Tuber 2.0. Here, let me just show you an impromptu because I love doing this. If you guys remember, Wealthy Tuber 2 review. Okay, see this right here, guys? Okay, oh, this is, let me see if I can do an incognito. Wealthy See, the reason why I'm doing this is to show you Not Even Wealthy Tuber 2 review. See this right here, folks? I'm using the same principles right now to rank for this one. This is an amazing course. Highly recommend you pick it up. If you want to learn a lot about YouTube marketing, this is the best course I've ever come across, and he's one from one of my mentors. So there you go. So the stuff I'm teaching or I'm sharing with you right now, I teach it. See that? I'm broadcasting myself. Just exactly what this is. I'm broadcasting myself, and I'm getting first page rankings on YouTube and on Google right now as I'm actually doing this. Okay? You can too. All right? So let's go back to our bubbles. So like I said, if you want to sprinkle it out there, if you're just starting out, just make sure. Here, let's go here. You want to go. It's noam.com. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to go. Okay, see this right here, Noam right here. So what this is going to do, especially if you're just starting out, put your name in here. So let's just go the Pied Piper. I don't even know, but that's it. You see this right here? It's going to go through and it's going to check all of these different accounts: Vimeo, YouTube, TypePad, Twitter, Scribe, etc., etc. These are all social media and social networks that you can use to get your word out there. So if you want something that's for free, I highly recommend that you use noam.com and go out there and try and find what's going to be best for you. Okay. All right. The next thing is, you see this right here? You're going to see this link right here. Okay, I'm telling you this up front so you know what this is. So it's a subscription link, guys. I use Bitly as a tracking mechanism for me. And that's what I'm going to recommend that all of you do. So especially if you want to earn more revenue, if you want to get more views, you want more people coming back to your channel, you want to be able to direct them in a way, just like I am right now. This is a short link, but it has right there, if you click on it, it's my subscription link. Subscribe to my YouTube channel link. You can do exactly the same thing. I use Bitly. There's a whole bunch of them that you can use. And why do I have similar sites up? Because I'm going to show you. There are other shortening sites out here, okay? All right, you see this right here, the is.gd. That's a pretty good one. Tiny URL, Trim, Owly. There's a whole bunch of them, guys. So this is why I use similar sites. One, to show you that whatever reference I give you, you can put it in similar sites, and you can use other references if you so desire. Okay, so let's go back to Bitly. Sorry, guys. No, and I'm not going to do it like I did before, make this huge mind map, because I couldn't believe how many people were providing negative comments about free information. It was nuts to me. So you want to use link shortener. Example. Bitly. Okay, and then like I said, if you have to, put in similar sites. Okay. I guess, sir, somebody caught that and said, hey, you didn't. So, and use similar sites.com to check for other sites. Okay. All right. Again, remember what this is. This is an intro, okay, to successful marketing strategies. Okay. So what I've done so far, let's just review before I continue to go on. Okay. If you're just starting out, what I've just pointed out to you is using social media, if you've noticed that. I also pointed you to LinkedIn. Okay. What I should do is give you the course information. Copy. Okay. Useful courses. Useful free courses. Okay, one, that one. That's mine. And let's go to Affluence Network. Sorry, guys. You know, like I told you before, it's just, there you go. I'm going to put this one in here. One, because I'm telling you, it's I've gone through it. I mean, I'm not signed in, so you can't really tell. But trust me, it's mine is short, and it was meant to be short. A lot of people overcomplicate stuff, but I didn't. So these are two courses you're going to get that I recommend you get for free. Okay, these are free gifts that you're getting right now just for being on here. Okay, and again, I'm just reviewing. Okay, so like I told you, if you're just starting out, you want to use nothing but free resources. A lot of people, when I first started out, I had people say, "Oh, you got to go get a business. You got to go, get a an LLC. You got to go start this business. You got to get this." And what they did is they took away from my ambition of actually taking action. And what I'm telling you to do is align yourself with what you're probably already using right now, which is the Facebooks, the Pinterest, the Google Pluses, Twitter, YouTube, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're going to be using these platforms, these social networks, this is why I recommend LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, as I showed you, LinkedIn, let's just say a chiropractor. Okay. Chiropractor. And again, you can use this, and what this is called a Boolean search right here. Okay, so this is what you would do if you type in Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever, and it's the same as in Facebook or whichever one. When you type this is a Boolean search. So what you can do is you can put your specific keyword or interest, and you can geo-target it, meaning you could put a location. So let's just say you want to do it for California. Now watch this, folks. This is the incredible part about. All right, so there's 6,537 chiropractors in California. Is that something you think you can use? If you're a chiropractor, if you're going into medicine, or if you're going, if you're looking to align yourself with these types of people, do you think you could use this information? Absolutely. So that's why I point out Bubbles, and it's why I recommend LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the best place to get to the actual decision makers. Okay, huge that you keep that in mind. All right, so using social media, basically these are I could put social media strategies, but right here these are free successful strategies. You can use Facebook, you use Pinterest. I've already aligned a couple of different courses out there. This hashtag course is going to tell you all sorts of other places you can use these hashtags, because a lot of you don't use hashtags. Then know them. Just remember, guys, I pointed out know them, because what you can do is you can go in and put your interest. Look at that. Interest isn't even taken for everything. I thought that would have been. I mean, you use, like, a lot of people, I don't even know why I never do that. This is one of the most valuable sources that I don't ever put down in here, and it's really should be about right here, and it's Tumblr. A lot of people don't use Tumblr, guys. Tumblr is a valuable resource. Why am I telling you this? Let me just go to why I'm sharing all this with you right now. For those of you who don't know what Alexa is, it's basically from the beginning of the internet. What Alexa's done is it's gone through and it's used its intelligence to tell you which sites are are performing the best, which ones are the top, or whichever the case. In this case, I'm going to show you, like Google, YouTube, Facebook. Look at that. YouTube is now #2 over Facebook. Wow. Wow, I didn't even know that until just now. So I'm showing you some of the networks I'm telling you about: Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Look at that, LinkedIn, #17 worldwide, guys. That should tell you the power of what LinkedIn is all about right there. Okay, this is not a course about LinkedIn, but I think you get it. So there you go. Use some of these. Use similar sites to check other sites if you like, but you don't really have to. You got Noam here. Remember that. You got this site here. You can go on and you can check the hub pages, the Etsy's. It's something if you have merchandise, you want to sell it on Etsy, or maybe you want to do it on Spotify, or you want to do Shopify or something like that. There's many different ways you can do it. I'm using the musician term to run with this training, because it was a musician who asked me all these questions in the first place. Okay, so going back to this mind map, know them. Use a link shortener. Why a link shortener? Folks, this tells you right here, you can shorten whatever your big link is. Okay, and if you look at the video you're watching right now, if you look in that description, this is what you're going to see. All this is my subscription, my YouTube you subscribe link that I just shortened, and I put something that made it look more appealing. And I'll show you. Well, you can do it in here. Let's just say Google, google.com. Watch this. So what it does is, see, you can go in here, you can actually change the front end. If you want it to be bit.ly.com, you want it to be j.com, .mp. I like using the j.mp because a lot of people don't realize that's a way you can do that. But then when you go in here and you can put a customizable link that looks good. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to save that. And you can put all the other information. You put a title. You can add notes to it. Do you want to show this in a public profile or not? Okay. When you want to add the actual tags with it, this is a great resource, and it is free. Okay. Why I'm suggesting a shortener is because a lot of people, when you're asking, let's go back to these initial questions. How do I earn money for my views? How do I get more views? How to get people coming back to my channel? Well, one, folks, if you don't know where they're coming from, if you're not tracking that, you're never going to know how to actually get them to come back. So what I recommend is, if you don't have your own tracking software, then use something like Bitly, something that's going to allow you to know at least where these people are coming from, or when they're coming from, you know, and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So now, if you're using YouTube, like you guys see, you see all my images, and you see these types of images and stuff like this, right? See this kind of stuff? See these type of images that you see me on here? Some of this, you guys are seeing stuff that's kind of odd. This is some stuff that's unlisted. But if you notice, see that? I created this image using Usign. Okay. I think it's worth the investment because you can make your own custom images, and there's a cost associated with it. Can you afford it? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But if you can't, there's another site called Canva. Canva is freaking money. I love this site. You can connect with Facebook or Google, whichever the case. You can go in and do all these custom images on the fly, save them, share them, whichever the case, and it's a great free resource. So let me go ahead and put this in your Bitly. Sorry, in your bubbles. Here, let's go for designs. It's Usign and Canva. Okay, now keep in mind, I'm hoping that many of you who are actually watching this, if you look at the other video, I provide a ton of resources in there using a lot of really a lot of what people just don't share for free. Okay, so I'm going to put a link in that afterwards. But if you want to get your designs, you want to have something custom to you, use Usign, use Canva. Usign's got a cost. I think they have a 14-day trial that you can use, but Canva is absolutely free. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out of those, so you guys know that. You guys know them, so make sure that you use that. I've showed you Alexa, guys. I showed you Alexa. There's another one called SimilarWeb. Why do I share this stuff with you? The reason why, I want you guys to see impromptu, as I'm actually saying it, that I'm not full of BS. That's one of the problems a lot of people have. Is they're given all this information to do all these unique things and do all this unique stuff, but they never get this stuff on the fly like you're seeing. So that's kind of what you're seeing. Why I like this is because it shows you websites, and it also shows you mobile applications. That's why I like SimilarWeb. It gives you a lot of the same statistics. You know, shows you some of the same stats, but it gives you a little different take on it. So if I went back and I showed you Google, watch this. The reason why I like this is it gives you a lot of analytics. It tells you the volume, it tells you the search volume, it tells you where they're coming from. It's using a lot of different matrix in here that you can learn from. Okay, so let's go back to your bubbles here, your analytics. I'm gonna put this in your link shortener. We're gonna go. Actually, I didn't share this one with you. Follow.net. It's actually really, really cool because it uses SimilarWeb. These are some just phenomenal resources that are going to allow you to do some great research, okay, for what you need to do, okay. So there you go. Let's get out of here. So you know a little bit about SimilarWeb. You know about Alexa. I've told you about these courses that are for free. Take advantage of them, guys. Take advantage of these because these are awesome courses. Look at that. 13,000 students can't be wrong, guys. This is their first course. Trust me, he's one of my mentors. This guy's he's a guerrilla marketer, guys. This guy, he markets to all the stars, you know. So all I'm getting at is, folks, don't miss out on this course. It's free. Okay, so you know a little bit. I shared a little bit on Udemy. I've shared with you personally in here. Look, so you can see my numbers are real, guys. These are real numbers. Okay. Again, I've done other things, so you're not seeing these astronomical numbers that you normally see because, again, this was an impromptu thing. I want to show you impromptu results. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and log out here. Okay, we're out of here. So I've shared similar sites with you. Bitly is a shortener. It's a link shortener, guys. And what is it like? For instance, if you go here, it's going to show your traffic, and it's going to tell here. Let's just go back down here. I don't care if you guys see my stuff; doesn't matter. But you'll see it's telling you when. So like when somebody clicked on it. Now I have a free version, so there you go. It's just telling you when people click through on these links and what days, what time, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So now you know a little bit about that. You have a link shortener. Okay. What resources? Now I'm going to go back through the questions now once more. Okay. How do I earn more revenue for my viewers? Well, folks, you share it. You continue to share it, and when you're in there, you link them to, if you're like say a music artist or say you have a service that you offer, make sure that you send them to your lead magnet, to your funnel. And while we're doing that, okay, how do you get more views? Again, that's why I'm sure I showed you something in LinkedIn, guys. I'm giving you a free course that's going to show you how to blow your views up really, really easily. All you got to do is just take action. Okay. You got shortener in there. You got analytics websites that are going to show you how you can kind of look at your competitors or whatever they're doing, and you can kind of go from there. Okay. I offered a couple free resources, free courses actually, told you where to get designs. But one of the things I'm going to tell you, so this is one I wasn't going to share with you, but this is one that it's kind of ironic because it's really easy to do. But it's just like Bitly, but it's called AdFly. Okay, now let me put this in your bubbles so that you guys know. I'm gonna put it in your LinkedIn one. For fast views. Okay, one of the things that bothered me about the last video that I did for everybody was trying to break apart and saying I was telling them to get fake views. Guys, it wasn't telling you that. I was giving you avenues, and I said it in there that, hey, I don't personally use these. They're there. If you want to use them, great. If you don't, don't. Okay. But for fast views, if you want to pay for fast views, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. While you're in here, for advertisers. So let me just log in real quick. And I've done my own testing with this, guys. This is I just log in. It doesn't matter. They're just seeing my information. I don't care. All right. So as you see, now if you actually want to come in here, you got a publisher, okay, which you can shorten your links, okay, kind of just like Bitly, but what you can do is an advertiser, folks. Now, this is where for all of you that stay to the end, you're smart because now I'm going to start giving you some real pearls here, okay? You can take your link. Remember the link that I shared with you, that is a shortened link. Let's go to my bubbles. You guys, like I was telling you, the shortened link is like watch, share, beat here, whatever the case, j.mp. It's a shortened link. And I told you it's like got 10 clicks or whatever, right? Sorry. You can go in here, you can put your shortened. Now this is write this down, guys. This is a huge tip. Huge tip. No one shares this stuff. I'm sharing it with you for free. You're not paying for it. So make sure you write this down. You put your shortened YouTube subscribe link in here. Okay. And you can do it as a pop ad, you can do it as an interstitial ad, or you can do it as a banner advertisement. Okay. I'm going to recommend you do it as a pop ad. Okay. Why is that important? when you go through, this is why I've been sharing you all my stuff. When you go through and you make these custom images using Canva and things like that, when they see your interstitial or the pop ad, they're going to see something that looks like YouTube, and it's going to see if you have any type of illustration there, or like I said, if you've made your own image right there, that's what people are going to see. When you pay for this pop ads traffic, you guys, let me show you something. This is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I'm going to show you what I've actually ordered. So the CPM, so cost per 1,000 is what that represents. So $2.40 per 1,000 impressions. Let that sink in. All right. Does that mean that they're clicking through? No. That means that you're putting this from their database, okay, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And folks, all of these people that are doing this, they're getting more and more and more and more people jumping on this because of the availability of the smartphones and the tablets, and because of that, that's how you're able to pay for these interstitial ads, these pop ads, and all these other things, right? Well, if you want to increase, this is going to answer a lot of these questions right now. How do I earn revenue from my views? Folks, if you had a little bit of a budget, test it out. Is it going to work for you? Look, you're seeing right here, I paid $19.20. I ordered 7,000 clicks. I got 7,125 clicks, and I paid $19.64 for that. And I was able to identify the people that I wanted to see that. Okay, because I was testing this source out. Anything that I do, I test it out. I recommend you do the same. If you got a $5 budget, if you got a $10 budget, test it out. Okay, so this is going to answer those questions. How do I earn from my viewers? Well, the more views you get, the more subscribers you get using the exact method I just told you guys. Use your shortened YouTube subscribe link. Guys, that's a ninja tip. That's not something very many people teach you. And when you're doing is, if you have an advertising budget, do it that way. If you want to use Facebook, use it for Facebook. Okay, if you want to use it in Pinterest, whichever the case, it doesn't matter. But here, you can guarantee, I'm showing you, I got 7,000 clicks for 20 bucks. I can tell you right now on Facebook, if I paid $19.64, I'm not getting 7,000 clicks, guys. Just not happening. It's not. Facebook is not like it was in 2011. It's just not. It's not like that anymore. Okay, and however, here's the other pearl I wanted to share with you, because I want to lead in with AdFly, and then let me go ahead and link out of this. Okay, so let's go and put it into your bubbles. Okay, let's go AdFly, put it in here. And again, sorry if this is long drawn out. That's why I don't do these all the time, and this is why I normally get paid for doing these. So if there's going to be somebody that's going to gripe about it. They're just negative people. So I use AdFly to test shortened YouTube subscribe link. You can do it in AdFly if you want to do it in Bitly. I like using two different sources so that if I'm not relying on one source. Okay, if you can't afford actual tracking, then then you can use these free sources and you can use them against each other. Okay, and that's why I like doing it. I like using the Bitly links, and I'll advertise an AdFly just so that I can see, am I actually getting these exact clicks like they're saying if I buy it, if I decide to go that route. So this is something, again, that I'm suggesting that if you want to test out. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to do this stuff. I can't even guarantee you're going to do it right. But again, I told you, you want some strategies. I'm giving you some strategies. But here's the thing, guys. I'm going to go into my feed. Go into my feed here. I'm going to hide this. Sorry, guys. Hopefully nobody gets too terribly hide sidebar. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Let's see if I can get a video. There you go. Here's a good example. See this right here? This video has got 2,700,000+ views. Okay, you can go in here and you can pay for views on YouTube just the same as I'm just sharing with you, because again, just remember, I'm testing out with AdFly. Do the same here. So let's just say that you have a YouTube video, and let's just say that let's take sorry guys, it's easier for me to show you. I'll just use something I have in here. Let's go home. Okay, there you go. Let's go Trey songs. This song right here. Okay. Once it goes through, you get the share link, right? So this is, just imagine this is your link, not necessarily Trey songs or whoever this is. You get your link. What you do is you go to a site called YouTube in mp4.com. If you have the rights to this, you guys, if it's your music, which I hope it is, in YouTube, you should be able to go in here inside of your back office. You should be able to download the MP4. But if you don't know how to do that, just go put your link in. So if you went here, you take that little link, you copy it, you put it in there, then you download the MP4. Then you have an MP4 file. Then what you can do is you can go into Facebook. If you're a Facebook kind of a person, you go in, put your video on there, and at that point you pay for views on YouTube based off of your target demographic. Okay, notice I did not go through any of that. I didn't specify how to break that down. Again, I'm trying to be cognizant of your time. So let's go here, test with AdFly, or use MP4 link from YouTube video and upload to Facebook, preferably a fan page. Okay, remember why I said this in the first place. You know, you want to use these resources to help yourself. So you can use the MP4 video link from YouTube, or whichever the case. If you actually have the MP4 link itself, or the original video as an MP4, then upload it into Facebook, then you can go it that way. Okay, at the end, see, I want to go all the way in because I want you guys to see what happens. See how it says click for more? So that one stopped. Let's see, like this guy. This one's got 1 million views. See, it's a like page. They did it as a like. See, the way they're doing it, they're using Facebook that way. Okay, if you go here, you want to click for more, you can. You see my point? So, all right. This is why you know you can get it out there. You can use Facebook because Facebook is the most viral source of traffic in the world. But however, it can be a little pricey. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you don't know your actual targeting, you don't know all this stuff, then I don't recommend you do it. But if you have something as a YouTube video and you want just a organic MP4, you want to go the Facebook route, take that route and run with it. Okay. So okay, let me. I've talked to you guys a year off long enough. Let's see right here. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but what I'm doing right now, it's an hour long, so I need to be getting off of here ASAP. Let's go back to here. Let's go back and share the original screen. All right, guys. So now I'm going to go through. I'm going to answer these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on Scribed or one of these channels. I'm going to put the link in that in the comments below after this. So I'm going to put the other videos, I'm going to put the other courses in there. I'm going to write a more detailed description and get a chance to do it right away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer these questions one last time. And anything you guys got, please let me know. Leave a comment below, but be positive. If you're negative, I'm not answering your question. I'm not dealing with that anymore. So here we go. How do I earn more revenue from views? I shared that with you. You need to have a lead magnet. So if you don't have a lead magnet, if you don't have a website, if you don't have a landing page, if you're not collecting names and email addresses, that's something you need to start considering. Okay. I didn't talk about email marketing, but that's where people make the most money is in their emails, folks. You got to remember that. Okay, write that down. Okay, if you don't have a lead magnet, what's a lead magnet? Now I'm going to update this on your Bubbles page. If you have lead pages, if you have click funnels, if you have something along those lines, it's pricey, but it'll help you to retain customers. And you heard the term, it takes money to make money. Okay, how do I get more views? I shared that with you. You can do the social media route. You can go the video route. You got to sprinkle it across a lot of different platforms. If you have a WordPress platform, embed it into your sidebar. Make a post about it. Put in your blogger post. Okay, whatever it is, sprinkle that video across all these different platforms. And what's going to happen is it's going to start naturally gaining traction. If you saw the other video I did, that thing's up to 17,000. I didn't promote it once. That's got 17,000 views, and I have no idea. It's just a lot of really valuable information that people are finding useful. So hopefully you're finding this useful. How to get more people coming back to my channel. If you remembered about 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, I shared with you the shortened subscribe link to your YouTube channel so that when you put it on the Pinterest of the world, you put it on all these places of the world, you're going to get people watching your videos, but they're going to also, it's kind of like a little trick. Here's this little box. They got to go through this little box, but in that box, it's got the key to it. So as soon as they get past that box, they're subscribing to your channel and they're watching they're watching it. Pretty smart. Okay, so hopefully you're taking that tip. That's a ninja tip. What I do if I'm just starting out, folks, that's why I put this Bubbles mind map, and that's why I'm going to put the other one together so that you have a full game plan as best as you can for not having a one-on-one with me. Okay, and then what resources do we recommend, especially if you're just starting out, folks? All these resources I put together in Bubbles. I'm going to go ahead and share that one last time. Okay. And these are some of them, guys. This is impromptu. Like I said to you, all these right here, this is going to help you out tremendously. And inside here, folks, there's 2 courses, free courses that you can pick up right now and gain just from, because you watch this, you're going to get 2 free courses. One's mine and one's a Fluence Network, okay? The guy that's head of the Fluence Network, he markets to all the music stars, all the big ones that are, look at 2014, the most viral musicians. He was the one that marketed for those. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to quit bragging on him and all that stuff. So it's a great course. I took it. I like it a lot, and I recommend that you do it. Okay. All that being said, guys, again, I'm sorry to be so vague, but this is not something you can cover in a minute or an hour or 2 hours. This is something you have to get a lot of one-on-one coaching. You actually invest. This is where you get people like me. You're going to pay a significant amount of money, and you're going to get handed resources. But what I just provided you in this video is invaluable. You just got to use it. Okay, you got to believe in yourself. One of the things that most people don't do, folks, they don't write down their goals. If you're starting off and you want to get somewhere, first off, you got to write it down. The second thing, you got to believe you can do it. The third thing is, and probably the most important is, you have to take action. Okay. Again, folks, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being rude or if I'm saying the same stuff over and over and over, but the main thing here, I'm doing this to help people. I'm not doing this to try and debate with people. I'm not doing this to toot my own horn. I'm trying to help you guys. It's Easter. And just like I did the last time, I did it impromptu right before Thanksgiving, and people blew up about nothing, And so that's why you've gotten a limited amount, and that's why I'm not treating this as a 2 to 3 hour webinar. Okay, so that's that in a nutshell. I hope you got something out of this. I hope that you took some of these tips. I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to put it in a comment section. And I'm going to also, after this renders and everything like that, I'm going to go through and I'm going to, write a more optimized description. And everything that you see in this description, copy it. What I mean by copy it. Okay, I want you to take it. I want you to highlight everything. I want you to put it in a notepad document. Anything that is related to your business or your startup or anything that you're doing, swap it out, folks. Use mine as a template. Okay, It's not exactly, I mean, but use mine as a template. Ethically take it and twist it up. Use it, maybe do things in here and there, but I'm gonna throw some of my secret sauce in here. So I'm gonna do that as a really as a for all of you that actually watch my channel and that you follow me, and hopefully you get a lot of information out of it. So I've tried to throw a lot of pearls in here. Most people don't do that, guys. Most people don't share stuff with you. They give you screenshots, they blow smoke up your butt, and then they tell you all this stuff that you don't know. They try to talk too fast, and that's why a lot of people struggle, because they start jumping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And I think what I've touched on with this video and the other video I'm referencing, you can get a lot out of those. I mean, you don't have to buy a whole lot of products after that, folks. I put it out there. I've laid it out pretty significantly, and you know what I'm doing? I'm going to update your bubbles mind map, and then at that point, depending on how the comments go, how everybody rates this, and so on and so forth, you know, I may do another training. I might do a follow-up training, but this one, it's no more freebies. It's going to be through a webinar, and you're going to have to access it that way. So hopefully you got something out of this. Remember what this started off as. These were my notes. This is what I was asked before I started this. This is how much notice I was given. Okay, how do I make more money for my viewers? How to earn more money? Okay, and again, remember my earning disclaimer. I can't guarantee you're going to even take action. So don't, for all of you that are negative, leave your negative comments aside. If you don't have anything to contribute to this, or if you don't have a question to ask, you're not going to be answered by me. I will not answer you. Okay. Second thing is how to get more views. I shared with you how to get more views. I shared with you not only in this video, but the other video. Okay. I'm going to include that in there. How do I get more people coming back to my profile? Folks, remember that ninja secret, that shortened ninja secret about your YouTube channel link and how you're sending it and how you're sharing it. Okay. I don't even do that. I did it a few times. I showed you on my link. I did it a few times. I gained a couple subscribers. But the big thing is when you're setting all these profiles up, remember, use Noam. Like I've told you, use Noam. Go through and fill all these out if you got something. If you don't, just if you don't have the time, then hire somebody to do it. Get on Fiverr. Do one real quick. One last thing, guys. So I want you guys to know I'm over delivering. I'm here for you. I'm trying to do the best I can to provide as much resources as I can for you. So let's go to Fiverr.com and let's just go type in for services. Type in Noam. Account setup. Sorry, I knew that already. See, so see how all these kind of work right here, guys? I mean, if you have SendWire, if you have, it doesn't matter what you have. Okay, if you have Noam, this is all the same stuff. I have OnlyWire. I have, you know, I don't have SendWire. I don't really need it. I had Traffic Geyser, but folks, let somebody else do this work for you. So, in other words, you know, use Noam. Okay, sign up for all accounts or hire someone from Fiverr. Okay, that's why you use stuff like that. That's why you use Fiverr. That's why you use them. You don't use it to be your full marketing. Like a lot of people are getting caught up on these previous video about, oh man, it did say this, and you gotta use your mind a little bit, folks. Okay, so there's that. So like I said, just do account setup. I want to do it in here. I know I'll do something like account setup. Account setup. And then what you can do for a lot of people that don't know this, you can go in, and once you sign in, there's one where you can request a gig to be done. And you can go in and say, I want all these things signed up for, all these accounts signed up for using Noam. What's your price? You know, most of these are $5. Like if it's an OnlyWire, it's $5. Okay. This might be a good gig. Maybe you can talk to them, see if that's something they can incorporate. Maybe it's not. But use Fiverr, okay? Use Fiverr to help yourself. Just got to kind of, sorry guys, to kind of go from there. All right, I got to end this up because I got a lot of stuff to do, and like I said, traveling all day, it was kind of nuts. So, guys, happy Easter, and I really hope that you guys have one of the most profitable years of your life. I hope that some of this information that I've provided to you, you can use. Okay, look at it from this. folks, and this is what I tell every coaching student that I ever interface with. It doesn't matter. I've got young coaching students and I've got older ones. So my range is from about 13 all the way to almost 80 of some of the people that I coach. And one of the first things, like I said, is you gotta write down what you want to happen. Okay, you have to write down what you want to happen. You have to become clear in your mind what you want. You have to. Okay, write it down, affirm it. Okay, say it out loud. I don't care if it sounds stupid or silly or whatever. Who cares what everybody else thinks? It's about you. Okay, when you write down your goals and then you start to really start working on them, you start taking action towards those goals, what's going to happen? It's going to start to manifest. Okay, you use videos like this or other videos that you see along the way, and you use it to obtain these successful marketing strategies, and you do something about it. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new, if you're seasoned, or if you're an intermediate, or if you're an advanced. Things I shared with you here today, folks, I shared something that I just kind of I came up with myself just testing that I never even shared with anybody before. So you're lucky. You got something that that I haven't even shared with any of my mastermind guys. That you know, something I test out a lot of stuff. I test a lot of theories. So I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope you have an amazing 2016. I hope you had an amazing Easter. My thing is, I just want to make sure I did the best I could for you. I did this video to serve you, to help you, and please keep it in the context of that. Keep positive. Write down what you want to happen. Believe, folks. That's the second step. After you write it down, you got to believe. You got to affirm it, and you got to believe that you can do it. Okay? You have to. Don't guess. Believe it. Do it. Okay? Take action. Be a success. And you know what? If along the way you and I come across each other's past, maybe something that I left in a comment, or maybe something that you share with me that I might be able to get something from. That's why I like doing these, because you might share something with me and I'm like, oh, wow, hey, did you think about this? Hey, did you try that? Et cetera, et cetera. Okay, this is why I do these types of things. I don't use this channel very much, but you can see I'm doing it pretty easily. I'm building subscribers and views pretty easily. And not too bad for a guy that really doesn't post very much. So, you can do the same things, guys. Take advantage of those courses. And if you have any questions, guys, there's a comment section below. Okay, if you thought the video was helpful, if you want to give me a like, great. I appreciate that. If you want to subscribe to my channel, awesome, because that lets me know I'm doing a good job. It's giving me feedback. If you leave me comments below on something you didn't understand, read the other comments. They'll tell you. If I don't get to you right away, I will get you an answer. That's the dedication I have for this channel. I'm spread thin across many different avenues, but because I'm doing this, I will be following up with all those comments. I will individually follow up with you, and you can see that on some of my previous videos. Okay, I want you all to succeed. I don't want you to be buying product after product after product and just be confused. Use this information I'm providing you. Use the other information. Okay, maybe combine it with some of the stuff you learn and implement. Okay. Folks, I haven't monetized this. I haven't asked you to jump into an email list, okay, for a reason. It's for free for a reason, okay? I have not monetized this for a reason, because I want to give. That's why I'm doing this, okay? So take what you got out of here, take major action, and just crush it. If you have any questions, contact me, okay? I can't tell you that I'm going to give you, I'm not going to solve all your problems in one outing, but if it's something that I see you're held up with and I can help fix it, I'm going to point you in the right direction pretty quickly. Okay, that's my goal, is to help as many of you as I can. Okay, and if it's not something I'm going to personally help you with, I'm going to point you in an avenue where, hey, maybe you might be able to outsource it for pretty cheap. Okay, so remember, your time is worth something as well. You shouldn't be doing it. I learned that the hard way, guys. I was working 20 hours a day for about 6 years straight, and I burned out. And my health problems they spiraled out of control because I tried doing all this stuff. Remember, I got like a little over 8.5 years, and I've started with SEO and all that. Now I'm just diverse as they can be, and I could tell you about stuff like this because I test. I know this stuff. All right, I wouldn't tell you if I didn't know it, if I didn't personally test it. Okay, it works for me. I can't guarantee it's going to work for you, but you got to test. Everything I've pointed out to you here, these are good this is a good introduction to some very, very successful marketing strategies. And I really need you to get on board with that. Get your mind right, implement, believe you can do it, use these videos. If you have any questions, contact me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, happy Easter, and thanks a lot, guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful 2016, and even even better spring and summer. Okay, you guys take care. Thanks a lot for stopping by. It's been a pleasure.